We as gamers understand intrinsically that every boss, every NPC, every mob, every ad has a weak point. That is true in real life. Every group has a weak point, and if you are able to identify and exploit that weak point, you can get the group to do whatever you want, even if it is against their best interests. For women, it was the whole voting thing and civil rights part of it. So if you can tag on your struggle to women's rights, quote unquote women's rights, you will get many of them to support you. So this is what the T's did, right? And it's so funny because they got women to support to be the architect of their own demise. So they got the women to say that men are women, and then when the men are being treated as women, then the women are confused. And then for white people, it's slavery, so you have white guilt. So if you can tap into that white guilt, right, you can get white people to do whatever they want, or whatever you want rather. You know, you can get them to discriminate against their own race in order to show that they do not discriminate against race. Jamaica is a little country, and apart from Usain Bolt and Bob Marley, we're relatively not that impactful across the world. And so this weakness might not be as evidenced or as prominent to people in US and UK. Our weakness is colonialism. I've noticed in recent times our local paper, The Gleaner, has been publishing a lot of articles pushing this alphabet normalization onto us. And we have a comment here. It says it's funny that Jamaica hold on to these laws that were created by their once colonial overlords, while the once colonial empire, Britain, have long abandoned these archaic laws that they created. Same story with former colonies in Africa. Do you see the game here? They want Jamaicans or Africans to conceptualize being anti-alphabet as colonialism, that this is the white man's rule or the white man's law. This is not our natural position. And in order to break free from the shackles of our colonial overlords, we need to embrace the funny man. That is the message, that is the tactic here. This is why racism is still alive. They are keeping it alive. This comment, this idea, this attack is completely ineffective against someone who is not racist towards white people. If they have successfully instilled that hatred of white people into you, then it's more likely that you will react to this on an emotional level before thinking about it. And your emotion is just, oh, if it's white people, it's bad, I must go against it. Now, here is the funny thing. Which group of people and which countries are pushing for the normalization of the funny man then? Predominantly white people, and predominantly our once colonizers. So what this patent retard is saying is, in order for us to stand up for ourselves, we must literally bow down to the whims of white people. In so doing, we somehow fight against them. So this is a quick short video. There's nothing bigger than this. It's just that this is a loophole, an Achilles heel of black people that I don't think is that often is not enough light is brought onto this. So if you see someone comes up with this tactic, just bear that in mind, that right now the persons who are pushing this thing are white people, are our once colonizers. So this is a self-defeating argument. But if you don't think about it, and this is how the woke people indoctrinate people and get you tied up and caught up in their trap. If you do not think about it, you will fall for it. So always think first.